So what I have here is I do have a video because I don't know that much about Danhausen. I've only seen the stuff of him in AEW, and I was going to just only watch the stuff of him on AEW. But then I decided, you know what? Maybe I could learn a little more because he's not really in the show too much. It's going to be a slow burn. I don't know how long we're going to have to wait to find out about him. This is Who is Danhausen by Loser Leaves Wrestling, who I'm going to subscribe to right now. They actually don't have a lot of subscribers. Go change that. And this is a Pro Wrestler Spotlight, his Ring of Honor debut, and all kinds of stuff. Let's find out about Danhausen. Cool.
This is Danhausen.
One word.
Danhausen.
Danhausen.
And that's Greek?
He's German.
This guy just came to AEW too, right? This is the guy from New Japan Pro Wrestling that had the feud with Kenny Omega. Is that right? Do I got that right? I forget his name. Jay White? Is that right? I don't know.
And Evo.
Okay.
In this video, we are going to figure out who is Danhausen. Red and I watched a few matches and a few promos to get a sense of how he went from Donovan Danhausen to dropping the first name completely and becoming the Danhausen that we all know today.
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck happened to this guy? Brilliance just struck him? It's very interesting. Very interesting.
Danhausen is one of the most interesting and unique characters working in independent wrestling today.
Where are your pants?
I forgot them.
Where are they?
Left them at home.
Oh, okay. Go get them.
He says it best himself. Very nice, very evil. After watching a range of his career matches, the most interesting part about Danhausen to me is how he was able to start out more or less as himself and add layer upon layer of character development until we got the Danhausen that we love today.
No, this is real. Wash your hands or up yours.
Danhausen made his debut in 2013 as Donovan Danhausen. So he didn't start out immediately with face paint. Instead, he was presented more like your everyday tough guy athlete with demon tattoo.
Yeah, it would never work, right? You just gotta get a start. I mean, it just goes to show, like, just because you don't have it all figured out doesn't mean you shouldn't start doing the thing you want to do. Like, fuck it. You don't have it fully formed yet. Like, nobody comes out fully formed out the gate and knows everything that they're gonna be. So just fucking start. I did that. So yeah, I'm totally different now than I was when I first started coming out here making videos, like what, about 9 months ago or whatever. And it's become this whole other thing, and you don't know where the fuck you're going until you take their first step out the fucking door. So yeah, 1000%. I guess this is some life advice from Mr. Hartgrave, but Danhausen too, clearly. Didn't know what the fuck he was doing, but he's like, I want to be a wrestler. Let's start fucking wrestling. I don't know what my gimmick is. I guess I got tattoos. Let's go.
During this period, he formed a hard-hitting, aggressive style with great in-ring performances.
Plucky indie wrestler, you know, like I've got moxie, I've got grit.
Yeah, people say that. I keep hearing like he's not that great of a wrestler, but he looked pretty smooth right there. Fuck, I imagine he's better now, right?
It's the cookie cutter 2-3 year in wrestler. Very solid wrestler. I like the chain wrestling in the beginning. You could tell they're both very new, and they both have been working very hard in their chain wrestling. So it was nice to see. My biggest takeaway is how intense his eyes are. He has a very, like, even without the makeup, he has these dark, brooding eyes. And I found them to be like that,
low-key turned on by him. Just saying. Just low-key, nothing wrong with it. Just low-key turned on, yeah, straight up.
I could see how he's morphed into the spooky character because of his gaze. Like, it just comes out of nowhere, and it's this furrowed brow. And I saw it a few times in this match where he looked crazy. He looked absolutely crazy, but that wasn't his character. It just came out when he gave this look.
He's just actually crazy, and that helps to actually be insane. He's actually a crazy person. Most good wrestlers are. I enjoy crazy people. Your Kenny Omegas, your John Moxleys, dudes who are actually a bit unhinged. Like their character might, like John Moxley's character is just unhinged, and then he's truly unhinged. It helps. But yeah, some other guys, you know, maybe their character is different, but underneath it all, they're a little fucking, you know, off. And that helps. The element of danger is very important in professional wrestling.
Despite his great wrestling ability, something didn't really click for me with Donovan Danhausen.
No, too crazy.
These early days to me feel like even he knows that he's still searching for his character. Still, the aggression is great, and his presence as a performer is already there even at this early stage. Because he's got that crazy thing on his chest, there's that.
it can go the other way too. Like if a guy is too nice, like I don't know, some guys with like a hardcore image, like I'm looking at you, Lance, right? Lance Archer. I don't get the crazy from him. It's just, it doesn't come off right. And Finn Balor. I don't get it from Finn Balor either. Even through all the demon fucking shit and whatnot. It's like, I think this is a nice guy. I feel like this is a nice guy and he's not going to hurt anybody. I think he's really trying hard not to hurt people.
That like mystery to him. How could such a like stereotypical clean cut looking wrestler have that? Like, what's he hiding inside?
Oh, I like that. What's he hiding? What are the tattoos hiding?
Where are they
They're
hiding?
right over his heart, that black heart. Like you said, with his tattoos, that intense glare that I saw, it's a very natural progression for him to be a supernatural wrestler.
Eventually, he dropped the first name and started putting more emphasis into his character. He put on corpse face paint and released these like David Lynch-inspired experimental films that had a lot of macabre, disturbing
Oh, these are fucking awesome. I love these.
imagery.
Danhausen's metamorphosis from generic indie to this spooky, cerebral commentary on society.
Dude's like a fucking filmmaker, man. All right, we need to see some of this in AEW. This is fucking awesome.
But relating it to wrestling, that's my favorite version of Danhausen.
Damn it, I think they fucked up his intro. I don't like it now. I thought it, you see, now I'm starting to get, I don't like the way he showed up in AEW. He should have showed up like this. This would have been so much better if they just would have showed weird fucking videos before he showed up. They fucked it up. I'm sorry. They fucked up Danhausen's debut in AEW. I thought it was cute. It was it's just comedy. It's light. I like this better. If he showed up this way, by the time he popped up from under that ring, it could still be comedy and whatnot, but it would have maybe a little more to it. I don't know. They should have given him some more time, some more build.
I like crazy characters. I like demented characters. I like when they're taken seriously. I don't necessarily like the crazy comedy, except if it's R-Truth. R-Truth does it perfect.
Yeah, I mean, it was all crazy comedy the way he came out. Came out during the Orange Cassidy match. He comes out with Orange Cassidy. A lot of people don't take Orange Cassidy serious, even though I think Orange Cassidy's a fucking great wrestler. He's fantastic. I take Orange Cassidy seriously, but a lot of people don't. So I feel that's going to maybe hurt him. Yeah, they should have vignetted him in.
Perfectly. He's a master at it. He looks frightening. He looks frightening. That menacing smile, the dramatic makeup, the black and white, him eating a cheeseburger is so unnerving and staring at the camera. I love that. I want to see that guy wrestle. I want to see what he could do. I think that is where the real meat of him is. This weird Joker-esque.
It's weird too. You know what? Maybe they shied away from doing it because it would be seen as too much like they literally did this with Darby Allin. Like this was the Darby Allin approach that worked so well. And maybe they could go back on it too, because you know what? Darby Allin came out as just a dude at the start too. He was like dude with skateboard. And then what was it, like a few months in, maybe 3 or 4 months in, then they started up with these awesome Darby Allin vignettes where he did like these like independent looking black and white films, which are awesome. I mean, like it's a hallmark now. Whenever Darby Allin has a big match, you get like 3 or 4 of these and they're all fantastic. So maybe we'll start seeing some of that from Danhausen, which would be wonderful.
Nightmare Before Christmas vibe.
It started to become unclear whether he was presenting himself as like a deranged lunatic or a literal demon put into this world. Danhausen fought a heel style with just as much aggression as before, but with a greater willingness to freak people out. This version is more violent in nature, and he was prone to shrieking like an animal. He seemed to enjoy playing mind games.
Can you fucking imagine? Oh, what a great fucking audience to be into. It's like 50 people and they're there just to watch like a bunch of like, you know, independent, kind of probably normal wrestlers. He's got to be the weirdest motherfucker there, right? These people look straight up uncomfortable. They're like, what the fuck is happening? They are in the presence of a fucking legend and they don't even know it. They are so freaked out and uncomfortable
With his opponents.
Oh, I appreciate that. I love the idea when people buy into their character so much that they go the mind games route. I appreciate what this is. This one is less thoughtful, it's less smart. And if he were to take this one off and go, there's too many people already occupying that space. There's too many wrestlers I see that are doing the intense, crazy person, not yelling, but like staring. You know, that type of gimmick. The Wyatt families of the world, the Aleister Blacks of the world, the calm evil, the calm crazy. I feel like he could have dove down there, but going the comedy route, going the comedy route really made sense. It took up a space that's not there.
Yeah. I guess that's why they shied away. I mean, it looks like he shied away from it too, and they didn't want to go back to it. He would straight up get Darby Allin comparisons, and no one would buy into it in AEW. Yeah, facts.
When asked in an interview with Wrestling Inc. about why he wanted to make the change in character, Danhausen stated, "There would be bright spots here and there, but for the most part it was boring. If wrestling is boring and you're not making any money and getting hurt, that's not fun for anybody." He changed his face paint and became a whole buffet of fun ideas, with influences all over the place. I think Danhausen was like just trying to find something to do, and he was like, oh, I could do the tequila dance on the bar. And so they built it like the match around that. And when he does the tequila dance there, he just looks so excited in a way that he doesn't have that same energy in any other version I sent you or I've seen since, where he's just like, once it's like he's doing the moves and he's moving around, and like it's the best version with the song I've ever seen. Like, he's so happy.
I love what he does on the apron. Like, especially without the music, like that, what he does on the apron is so smart. Like, you have the high ground. Why are you going down? No! Why would you get off the apron? They have to get back in the ring. So if you're just standing on the apron and you're jumping over them, doing these Mario moves where you're just like step over kick, you know, like you'll maybe jump at them every now and then. Such smart wrestling. And especially for his character, he's a mischief maker. That's what he is. He's a mischief maker. You ever see The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah.
Remember the 3 trick-or-treaters? Remember that short, round one?
All right, so now I think coming out from under the ring was the perfect intro. I've coming back around. I went to, they fucked it up to, it was perfect. It was perfect. I'd still like to see him do some vignettes, though. Those looked awesome.
That had the skeleton mask on?
Yeah.
I guess I don't like the shit that they're doing right now where they have him like doing commentaries. I don't know if you've seen them or not. I could play them too, but they're not very good. They're not very entertaining. He's like doing like, before Dynamite comes on YouTube, they're like doing these like, tonight here's the matches kind of shit. And it's like weird.
That is him.
Okay.
That is him mixed with an Addams Family Uncle Fester. He feels like a demented trick-or-treater. I think that would be my favorite way to describe him.
Besides the tequila dance, he hates swearing.
Yep.
And he carries a jar of teeth with him to the ring.
I love when he puts them in his mouth and then he kicks them and they spit out. That should be his finish. That should 100% be his finish. You put teeth in their mouth, they're all disgusted and disoriented because they got teeth in their mouth, and you super kick, all the teeth go flying, pin them.
One aspect taken away in this version is the aggression. Instead, he switched that out for over-the-top selling and character work. He also changed his body language to make himself appear weaker and more like a cartoon.
Okay, so this is why he's a very good wrestler. All right, so I'm getting it now. He's a very good wrestler, but he's adopted a style which makes him unique and interesting, which people read as he's a shitty wrestler. But he's not. He's a good wrestler. We've seen him be a good wrestler. However, that's not the style that he's wrestling in, which we've seen that before. This happened with Hulk Hogan, apparently. I don't know if anybody has seen this or knows this, or if you want to back me up on this or not, but apparently Hulk Hogan was a much better wrestler than he ever showed in the ring here in America. There's footage of him in Japan actually wrestling very competently. Shit you would never see him do here in America, because that just wasn't his style. You know, that wasn't what was getting over.
Because he went from being a heel to a face. Like, when you're a face, you have to sell, and that's your main job, is to get sympathy. And the makeup, I think the makeup's perfect. It's scary because it's so dark and intense around the eyes, but it's comedic. It's endearing. especially the way he carries it out, which does garner a lot of sympathy when he's getting beat up.
We do have one problem with this new version.
He has too many gimmicks. It seemed like, for instance, I cannot describe this character. Like, I could describe Warhorse. I could describe Orange Cassidy. I could describe almost any wrestler with a character. I cannot describe him because he's got...
Yeah, this is true, and no one has described him to me. People have been like, Hargrave, you have to check this out. But they are not like, you have to check this out. It's this, this, and this. Or it's this. They're like, just look at Danhausen. Just like, check out Dan. And I don't get it either. Like, I'm still on the outside of it, and I've been kind of, I've seen his debut on AEW. I've listened to him talk. I watched a few videos. I'm like, I still don't know what the fuck is going on here. There's like a lot of shit going on here, and I don't understand it. I feel like there's lore that I don't know. I'm very much like, what the fuck is this? Like, I kind of feel the same way about Malachi Black too, but I don't feel that's as complex. Creepy guy does creepy shit. He's a creepy dude. I'm like, all right, you know, it's not that hard to understand. Like, maybe I don't know all the details of whatever lore is going on in his head, but I know enough to go with it. But Danhausen, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is happening here.
Too much going on. Right now, he's just a mismatch of all these different gimmicks. He feels more like Diamond Dallas Page in '93, where he's like got a cigar and he's got all these rings on and he's carrying women with him. He's got this robe and he's like, he just has too many things.
People seem to really love this version of him. He's so unique and strange to the wrestling landscape today. Having said that, we do miss the aggression. I'd love to see him bring that back again. Maybe he can find a way to switch between those two types.
Like this Uncle
Yeah, AEW, some hardcore motherfuckers sometimes, so he could really fit in there if he went for that. I mean, Orange Cassidy does that. So Orange Cassidy has matches where he's a fucking goofball and whatever, and then they'll have a fucking hardcore match, fucking lights out match. Maybe lights out matches. Maybe, you could go off the swearing thing, right? Maybe one of these guys fucking swears at him and fucking Danhausen just fucking loses it.
Fester and Pugsley, you know, like the innocence and like enthusiasm of trying to kill his sister with Pugsley, and then like this demented, I'm gonna blow myself up with dynamite of Uncle Fester, where he's innocent, mischievous, he's toying with them, and then something clicks in him. He's just like, I don't care if I blow us both up.
Yeah.
You're going to, you know, I don't care if I destroy myself now because I don't want you here. And you could still have it in the same realm. Like, I don't think you need to choose. And I think right now he's choosing.
Danhausen recently had a shot with Ring of Honor. He has yet to be signed by them, but they have released a Ring of Hausen shirt with the stipulation that they will consider signing him depending on how the shirt sells. Other than that, nowadays, Danhausen's got a Patreon with several shows, including...
Isn't this fucking weird? That's how like wrestling is now. It's all about t-shirt sales. Like, we judge a wrestler whether they're profitable by their t-shirt sales. We hear about this so much. It's like, oh, this wrestler just debuted and his t-shirt's selling really well. I think he's going to be a big star. What the fuck? All right, that's really awesome. I like their analysis of Danhausen. I think that helps me understand what the fuck is going on here. I got a couple more of these I want to check out. So people were mentioning in my chat that Danhausen and Orange Cassidy used to tag match together. I have a match of them. Let's watch this. This is from First Wrestling, Danhausen and Orange Cassidy. Very nice, very evil. Let's check this match. The audio on this was fucking atrocious, so I'm going to take it down to almost nothing, I think. It was really bad audio. But the match itself looked pretty fucking good. All right, so there's our boy Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Where the fuck are they in, like a parking lot? What the fuck is happening? Hands are in pockets, people. Danhausen is clearly shocked by this. Doesn't understand why the hands are in the pockets. How is he going to wrestle with his hands in his fucking pockets? I love the miming that's going on here. These guys are both fucking mimes. They're brilliant. Why are they teaming together? Why aren't we getting... Are we going to see this match in AEW? Or... Yeah, I'm a little disappointed now we're not... If they're going to be friends. I guess they could feud. We need to see them feud. All right. That'd be great. Maybe Danhausen gets violent when his friends turn on him. These are good. These are good neck tosses there. Very nice. Is he going to be able to damage Orange Cassidy at all? Or is Orange Cassidy too limp and sloth-like to be damaged by Danhausen? I like how people make fun of Orange Cassidy and talk shit about him, not realizing that they can't do anything he does. Like all the people talking shit about Orange Cassidy wish they had a routine that fucking good they could do it every night. Like this shit where he puts his hands in his pockets and kicks people and then does the roll and comes up and you know maybe does the tope suicida through the ropes at him. Like, let's see you do it. And if you could do it, do you think you would stop doing it anytime soon? No! I'd do that shit every fucking night, every chance I got, especially if the audience is responding to it the way they do. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's brilliant. Oh, he was on the ropes. Oh, he's fine now. Oh, a shoulder check. Look at that. I mean, this is wrestlers get hurt. Being a wrestler fucking sucks. And both these guys wrestle too. So they do all this corny shit or whatever that the audience is fucking enjoying. But they don't get hurt doing it. So who's stupid? Oh, he's off the ropes. Orange Cassidy's off the ropes. The camera work here is brilliant, by the way. This is a big show. You know, for an independent show, this isn't bad. They've really loaded in this parking deck. Everybody's here. All right, this is probably too far into the realm of comedy at this point. Holy shit. But they love it. Oh, are we not actually going to get to see the whole match? Now they're going. No, I want to see the rest of it. I guess you gotta sign up for their website or pay-per-view or whatnot. How do you see the rest of it? What? I want to see the rest of it. All right, well, if anyone knows where to see the rest of that, let us know. All right, here's one more. Last thing tonight. We got a Ring of Honor promo. So he was in Ring of Honor, as they just said. This is from Ring of Honor Wrestling. This is Get Up Close and Personal with Danhausen. This is one of his promos from there. So this is, maybe this will give us an idea of more of where he's going to be at today. And that's bad. That's sad, man. I'm really glad he got signed by AEW. Tragic. I assume he still does not have a blimp. Can we get Danhausen a blimp?
Busy, Steve Honor. Danhausen's waiting. If you swear, Danhausen gets taken off the air. So Danhausen says, no swearing, because then we get taken off the television.
That's odd. Zemo doesn't swear either.
Or internet. And then Danhausen cannot be famous. It's quite simple, really. I see. You ask Danhausen why he carries around teeth. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Anyways,
Yeah, we all carry around teeth. That's actually perfectly normal. I agree with him on that. I did not know that. You learn something new every day. So you cannot get disqualified for pouring teeth in someone's mouth. That's good. I've seen people pour thumbtacks in people's mouths, so I assume teeth are fair game. All right, so Danhausen's cute, huh? Oh, no. Oh, no. I have a feeling he's going to get his ass kicked a lot in AEW, but it should be really enjoyable to watch. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know how you feel about Danhausen and AEW. I couldn't be more pleased that this is happening. This is amazing. All right, everybody. You can trust me. I'm Mr. Hargrave. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know how you feel about Danhausen. What else can we cover? You have anything else you want me to react to regarding Danhausen? I'm curious how well this video is going to do. Share it around. Let's go. I don't know. How far can you get from reacting to Danhausen videos? Not sure. All right, Gravediggers. Keep digging.